Hello everybody, I am Baltmatrix, and today I am taking a look at this figure that I purchased at ALIEXPRESS. And that's right, we're starting a new feature here on the channel called It Came from ALIEXPRESS. With the shuttering of SirToys.com, I have to find somewhere else to get crazy figures, and that's where I picked this figure up. You might have seen a short on my channel of this guy already. This is a
红旗
CA770. It is known as one of the most expensive cars you could buy in mainland China. It is also the car that a lot of the Chinese presidents will travel in. And I have to admit, it's a looker. In terms of car mode, this thing looks absolutely fantastic. Look at those sleek lines, all the panel lining, and then the grille on the front of the figure is absolutely beautiful. Oh, it's so shiny. This figure comes with two accessories. The first accessory, red flag. And then the other accessory is this big old sniper rifle. Or maybe it's just a regular rifle. I don't know. It's really big, and the only way the figure can hold it is with that peg on the back of the buttstock, which is weird. So for the transformation, first we're going to just wiggle the little flag out from underneath or inside the wheel well, and just put that off to the side because it does get in the way. Not of the transformation, but of the final robot mode. Before moving on with the transformation, they even molded mufflers into the bottom of the back of the car. The rest of the bottom of the car is obviously a freaking robot. Alright, start off the transformation. First, come to the side here on the doors and unpeg the entire side panels and flip them around. Like that. They don't peg into place, which is a problem. Then come to the bottom and flip out these gray muffler panels, grab the roof of the car and unpeg it from the front windscreen, and then flip the entire rear of the vehicle around. And I forgot to do one thing. Take the bumper and fold it all the way up as far as it'll go. Then we can flip the entire rear section around, and there are two clips right underneath the knees that will clip into the back of the car mode. And then close up those gray bits. And for some reason, the underside of the roof has molding, which is funny. It does have this little slot, which is going to peg into this peg. The slot here was always broken off. When I got the figure, this was already broken off to begin with, and it wasn't even in the box. So those fold up and peg into place. And well, we've formed the legs, and so we could just break and snap those apart and stand the rest of the figure up. Now for the rest of the transformation, what I like to do is hold the hood and then push down on the front windscreen to fold that section down, then grab the entire front and fold it down, and that will reveal the head, and then take the hood section and fold it up into the back. And then all we do is take the arms and unclip the door panels, fold the arms down, flip out the fists, or the hands, and fold the panel up. And do the same thing on the other side. Unclip it, turn it around, fold it out straight, flip out the hand, and close that up. The last thing we could do is the little peg hole. We could put the flag in there, but if we do that, then we lose some posability on the one arm. The figure we end up with is very nice looking, and has more of a GoBot feel than a Transformer feel. It's really cool. I love the way this thing looks, and that head sculpt is gorgeous. The head sculpt's molding is absolutely beautiful, and the overall look that we end up with is very nice. It does look like somebody in a military uniform, but the red and the silver on this glossy black just make the whole thing pop in a way that is just very pleasing to the eye. I absolutely love it. Now the figure's accessories are mounted onto the toy itself. We've got the flag in its position, and as I said, you do lose the ability to actually salute, which is the right hand of the figure. That's all it does, either that or it's a nice karate chop. The other accessory, which is the gun, mounts on the back on a peg. It can mount either pointing down on the right side, or you can move it to the left side, and it acts like a shoulder missile from, I don't know, a Gundam or Vile from Mega Man X. Otherwise, the only other way for the figure to hold the gun is to use the peg coming off the stock, and it just looks so stupid doing that. If you know anything about guns, That is supposed to go up onto your shoulder, and then you put your hand to pull the trigger. You don't hold it like that. You idiot! In terms of posability, the figure's head is on a swivel, arms are on ball joints, but as soon as you go to move the arm, you pull the shoulder away from the rest of the body, which is a shame because there's nothing clipping it in. That would be nice. There is a swivel just above the elbow. Elbows bend at just about... No, they bend at 90 degrees. There is because of the way the forearm is, it's a bit of an optical illusion because it looks like it doesn't bend all the way, but it does. There is no torso articulation. Ratchet joint in the hips for forward and back, and slight ratchets for in and out. No thigh articulation. Bend at the knee is very limited, and then, well, you got big booties for feet. So you can pull off some poses, but good luck because the ratchets in the hips and well, they're supposed to be ratchets in the knees, but they're so loose they don't really count all that much. They're just not strong enough to hold the figure up. Most of the time I just leave the figure looking like this, or I leave him in a saluting pose. That's the way I normally have this thing posed on a shelf. In terms of size, it is a big figure. It is easily bigger than both Leader Class Megatron and Leader Class Megatron. And it's just a little bit too big to comfortably ride Leader Class Megatron. And forget about sitting in the chair, that chair is just too small for him. The figure is a ton of fun. Yes, it's flawed, but I really do like it. I think it's really neat and fun and cool, and it's something different. I would love to be able to get a hold of some of that stuff that actually tightens up some joints, because I think that if I had that, it would make the hips and the knees a lot better, and then I could also tighten up these hinges here a little bit to make them a little less movable, or not movable, a little less, or a little harder for them to move, let's put it that way. Overall, for $25, it's a ton of fun and very cool, and we just don't have anything like this at this size. So folks, let me know what you think of the first episode of It Came from AliExpress. Down in the comments, thank you all for watching. I hope you have a wonderful Friday. I have been Baltmatrix, and I will catch you all next time.